drenching ourselves inside the limitlessness of the universe. We humans have constantly scrutinized the danger of whether or not we surely are the principal species to have at a planet, looking at the stars, mulling over a long way off worlds, and investigating the capacity for lifestyles beyond our little blue planet. That capacity has at ultimate ped. NASA's leader has truly declared that the James Webb Area Telescope has caught something phenomenal at the threshold of our inestimable community. The James Telescope has won no mark on Proxima B, the closest possibly tenable exoplanet to Earth. We reviewed that a potential town made with the aid of canny life were diagnosed, which up to now we don't have the foggiest concept. Approximately the new James Webb revelation shows how the splendor of the counterfeit lighting of the city of Proxima B has accelerated in growth. The artificial piece of the surroundings of this exoplanet has been observed. So go together with us to the wonderful excursion to Proxima B to discover the subtleties of this revelation, as indicated by using NASA's leader. The Webb Telescope may additionally have utilized this innovation effectively and has prominent lifestyles on Proxima B and exoplanet discovered honestly for 24 light, a long time from our solar-powered planet. Trendy B has become right into a peculiarity of difference due to its capability to be Proxima B tenable. This exoplanet circles its pairing star Proxima middle, a purple bantam that is lots more modest and cooler than our sun. Determined in 2016, Proxima B lies within the star's tenable quarter, otherwise referred to as the Gillick quarter, which is the district around the famous person, in which situations could permit the presence of fluid water, an essential detail for lifestyles as far as we is probably worried. Proxima's monster location to Earth and its place in the tenable area has produced first-rate interest and idea about its ability to assist lifestyles. Besides, it weigh plenty to hold in mind that the livability of an exoplanet is a mind-boggling puzzle inclusive of numerous elements. Proxima B is characterized 10 capability as an exoplanet with a mass round 1.3 times that of the Earth and has an orbital time of around 11.2 Earth dates, meaning that it finishes one circle round Proxima Centauri in that time. Anyway, things aren't pretty so primary as we may suspect. The way that the planet is Earth-like in size and circles a pink, diminutive individual doesn't ensure that it is a careful imitation of our fact, and that we can all flow there. The tenability of Proxima B is not totally set in stone through numerous factors. One among them is a planet's air, which acts as a protecting shield and plays a critical job in coping with temperature. Also life typical. Besides, the particular organization of Proxima B's environment is as but doubtful, making it challenging to most definitely decide its tenability. James Net Telescope researchers are managing method to pay attention on the weather of widespread B, and a critical device on this cycle is the James Webb Space Telescope. This telescope will allow researchers to study the light that is going through the exoplanet's environment throughout travels, a good way to provide them records about phantom attributes and help them with looking for practicable biomarker particles that should show the presence of existence. Another sizable detail influencing tenability is the presence of water in spite of the reality that Proel B is internal. The livable region, it's far massive to determine if it has an adequate measure of water to be taken into consideration affordable for lifestyles. Water is a water simple piece of the riddle, and researchers are trying to find symptoms of fluid water in the world's floor, whether as seas, lakes, or waterways. Those pieces of facts could be critical to comparing the risk of tenability on preferred B. The presence of water in different states like ice or fume, it's far additionally taken into consideration on the grounds that water accessibility is fundamental to guide organic cycles and is considered a critical mark of tenability. The presence of Proxima B brings up problem approximately its environment. Researchers need to likewise explore elements as an instance temperature strain and land motion on Proxima B to evaluate whether or not the planet is interior a suitable attain for existence to flourish. Outrageous circumstances like a making a song, intensity or outrageous virus could make patient's environment troublesome. Solid ability is moreover pressing. Volcanic ejections or seismic movement can disturb tenability, but stability is a decent signal. Proxima B is frequent to be in a flowing locked state, actually intending that one aspect of the planet stays for all time in obscurity at the same time as the other facet is forever enlightened. By means of the famous person the big name assessment between enlightened stupid sight should create temperature sorts and elements that might affect the planet's tenability. Those are only a few attitudes that researchers are considering in the search for livable planets. Researchers are exploring the artificial shape of Proxima to look at the presence of natural mixtures, as an example amino, corrosive and one-of-a-kind atoms, fundamental for lifestyles there. Moreover, analyzing whether or not the planet get hold of receives enough power from the big name or unique resources to gasoline natural cycles and allow existence paperwork to expand, duplicate and flourish. Anyway, regardless of this large variety of studies, the inquiry emerges with regards to whether Proxima B as a relay of reality has each one of the essential components to be regarded as a livable planet. Is there widespread evidence for this? Properly, the revelation of Proxima B in 2016 became an extraordinary accomplishment area. Specialists utilized the high accuracy tool known as the High Exactness Radio Speed Planet Searcher, or HARPS for a brief, to become aware of the unpretentious gravitational TE of an exoplanet round Proximus TR, closest adjoining big name. This high accuracy spectrograph is deliberate explicitly to become aware of exoplanets and works on the regulation observatory in Chile. It has been pressing inside the revelation of various exoplanets. Along with Proxima B, the HARPS instrument works using the radium speed approach, otherwise referred to as the blur spectroscopy procedure. Its functionality is to perceive exoplanets by estimating the unobtrusive adjustments in the celebrity variety brought approximately by using the gravitational shaft of encircling planet. Those moves, called radio speed or door effect, take place due to the mild wobble of the big name as it is hauled through the gravitational affiliation with its pal planet. HARPS has an optical fiber that gathers the lighting fixtures from the objective superstar and courses it to the inward spectrograph. Inside the spectrograph, the light is scattered into its diverse frequencies, allowing stargazers to concentrate on the stars range exhaustively. Alongside those lines, researchers can decide the celeb's radio pace with amazing precision to accomplish the extended diploma of accuracy expected for exoplanet Dion. HARPS utilizes advances and methods that comprise a temperature-controlled climate. This permitted balancing out the instrument what is greater, limiting the effects of Mel sorts that might disrupt exact estimations. What's your take about Proxima B? Do you think it is tenable, and that later on we are able to have the choice to move to this astounding in view that time remembrance? Humankind has inquired itself an inquiry that stirs best interest. What lies past what we apprehend, what exists past the constraints of our universe? The response is rather muddled at this factor. The James Webb Area Telescope had observed something tremendous and entranced within the far compasses of the universe that would revolutionary fabric technology. What exactly has a James W located at the edge of the universe for what cause are researchers so energized we welcome you to go together with us to investigate how this telescope has discovered something significant at the restrictions of what we can notice, assuming that you're eager on maintaining fully knowledgeable concerning news from the universe. Additionally, its environmental elements purchase into our channel makes sure to love this video and switch on the attention chime. Albert Einstein's fostered the hypothesis of gravity that reformed Neuen hypothesis in 1916. He implemented it to the universe. This hypothesis confirmed that the universe could not tolerate stilling and must be transferring, spending, or contracting. In 1929, the space professional Adrian Hubble visible that the cosmic systems had been moving away due to the massive explosion that is the extension of the universe, wherein the space among cosmic structures is always increasing. And speculation can without a great deal of a stretch make sense of and with no end in sight extend the universe, or one that revile again on itself, just like the outer layer of a ball in a better issue. A few contend that the universe has an part because it was brought into the arena within the huge band quite some time returned. Therefore we are able to be aware systems whose existence has voyaged a distance in under 1,382 billion years to contact us, framing a spatial circle fixated on Earth called the important universe. As a well-known rule, the universe is 92 billion mild years throughout, and the constraint of the detectable universe is the infinite skyline corresponding to the skyline of the sea, and we recognize that there are an infinite quantity of universes beyond it. However, their light has no longer yet contacted us. Can James cleared space telescopes to the brink of the universe, being multiple instances greater extraordinary than it is able to distinguish the thinest infrared mild from the earliest worlds inside the universe, in addition to planets and other stars in their tenability. Besides, we do not but have the foggiest idea what the telescope will see when it is pointed towards the threshold of the universe. The universe is separated into the discernible and the inconspicuous, with the detectable being all that we are able to see through spotting radiation with our eyes, and the constraint of the recognizable being the astronomical microwave basis that become introduced 13.8 pretty a while lower background than the universe changed into murky like a thick haze. Some professionals take delivery of that there are gravitational waves and neutrinos coming from tons extra a long way off places. No matter the truth that this may be showed, because of the want of innovation, cosmologists recommend that to all the more likely figure out the universe one have to think about that what we word is just a little piece of a larger fact, finding worlds like a Bell 2744 Y1 which lies at the farthest fringe of the universe can help us with better comprehension this fact, albeit this machine is to date a way that it requires 13 billion years to touch us. Researchers can notice it in this adolescent exactly a long-term lower back. The Splitzer Tundra and Habo telescope cooperate to locate this machine as every utilization's various portions of the electromagnetic range to capture statistics through becoming a member of information from each of the three telescope. Cosmologists can have a look at worlds that certainly rely on a couple of times farther away that any telescope would be able have seen on its own. Stargazers from the Astronomy Corporation in Canada's and the College of Al Laguna utilized the HS Area Telescope to find the cosmic machine AEL 2744 Y1 and computes its distance and number of stars, making use of splits or tools. They likewise utilize a gravitational lensing method that's like an amplifying effect that shines light from a long way off structures through worlds closer to Earth. The cosmic system is little contrasted with our Milk Manor with a width of approximately 300 mild years, but its dim creation. Price is a couple of instances that of the Easy Manor, the Crimson Shift of the Arena. Bell 2744 Y1 is 8, showing that its mild has been pushed in the direction of our frequencies due to the development of the universe earlier than the disclosure of a 2744 YW. The fairest realized world had a R shift of extra than 7. However, presently stargazers have located something a good deal similarly away cosmic explosion known as Death 16C2 and M, diagnosed through a dull inerger. Evaluate extraordinary NOI are unimaginably large blasts addressing the final exertion of a beginning before it kicks the bucket to recognize how stars paintings we should notice their demise. Massive stars eat giant measures of atomic materials in their middle, which creates a variety of electricity. This power makes stress that continues the star from imploding whilst you see a superstar in the nighttime sky. It's miles when you consider that there is a harmony among two contradicting powers. Large stars have a constant war between gravity pulling them internal and the power introduced by using atomic eating pushing them outward at the factor, while the celebs clatters out of gas it starts off evolve to cool and the stress diminishes, permitting gravity to dominate. Furthermore, Mach start detonate into a super, and this cycle happens rapidly in a depend of seconds, whilst stars affect a cosmic explosion can likewise show up the loss of life. 6C2NM cosmic explosion may be very interesting and turned into located in 2016 by an international group of area experts. That star is at type 2 cosmic explosion, big name, which means that it has arrived at the end of its life and has detonated in a calamity blast. The blast is standard to have passed off around 10.5 quite some time back. It will has made a journey to us for more than 34s of the records of the universe due to the extension of the universe. The cosmic explosion is lots farther away than it appears to the unad eye. That this 16C2 Anmar turned into specially exciting in mild of the truth that it become a dim cosmic explosion, which means that it did now not transmit a variety of noticeable light and flee turned into difficult to become aware of. Anyway, spotting it become possible utilizing telescopes that could see the infrared mild produced by way of the cosmic explosion. The institution of researchers associated with the disclosure of demise 6C2NM moreover had the assistance of 3 sturdy telescopes, which includes the Melian telescope and the Sea Observatory. It required 5 years, and the sky is the restriction from there. Then 500 evenings of notion to distinguish this some distance off cosmic explosion, which changed into an outstanding. Take a look at besides the organization's exertion had been nice, because the remarkable distance of the cosmic explosion will permit them to greater effortlessly observe and comprehend very radiant great NOI and the reasons behind this enormous grandiose blasts. A cosmic explosion blasts of the volume of death 6C2 andom or a few different type 2 cosmic explosion might have big ramifications for the surrounding cosmic gadget. What is extra probably in any event for the entire universe. This blast will supply a giant degree of strength, principally inside the sort of neutrinos and photons, which might collaborate with the encompassing gas. What's more, residue to make a surprise wave that could tour outwards at pace of thousands of kilometers each. Subsequent, this SHW might motive the encircling gas and residue to heat up. It justifies an explosion of radiation that could be discernible AC full-size variety of frequency, along with obvious light radio waves and X-beams. Notwithstanding the explosion of radiation, the blast could likewise make weighty components like iron, gold, and platinum, which are basics building blocks for planets, and lifestyles as some distance as we might be involved. Those weighty additives would be scattered into the surrounding universe, enhancing the gasoline, also dirt, and giving unrefined components to human beings within the destiny of stars and planets normally. Talking a good cosmic explosion blast just like the 16C2 and M would have vast ramifications for the surrounding universe and would play a substantial task in forming the trends of cosmic structures after some time through research of the bright light radiated by way of the SLSN. Researchers can determine the sum of difficulty introduced and the temperature arrived at inside the blast, which is great to greater conveniently realize these events. A distinction between that megastar with VTA Rouge is their type of cosmic explosion blast. The 6C2 Andom is a sort cosmic explosion, which takes place when a sizable star runs out of gasoline and falls on itself, causing a disastrous blast. Vader row on the different hand is supposed to, in the long run, turn into a kind cosmic explosion, yet it's miles proper now named a purple super monster, and it is probably going to detonate as a type 2P cosmic explosion that's a much less robust and less disastrous form of cosmic explosion. Cosmic explosion blasts of the size of dying 16C2M or some other expion might have big ramifications for the encircling universe and possibly in any occasion for the complete universe. Now specialists are looking for other far-off cosmic explosion, and those that are probable going to be determined within the destiny. What do you think, Lou, beyond the